Hi, this is Renee Stanley for Movie Review Relay, and we're here today to talk about Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. It's a 2014 American science fiction film directed by Matt Reeves. It stars Andy Serkis, Jason Clarke, Gary Oldman, Keri Russell. And this film is a sequel to the 2011 film Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And these Planet of the Apes films have been around for years. I honestly don't understand what people find in them. I get uncomfortable around them. I have to say that. All right. But there evidently is a huge fan base because they keep making these films over and over again. They rebooted them and they've been making them for years. You know, even Charles Heston, these big iconic stars have starred in these ape movies. You know, they're their own genre now because there's been so many of them. Okay, but some years ago, I remember there was a news report of a pet chimpanzee that a woman was keeping as a pet, okay? And the chimpanzee attacked this woman, and he took away her face, took away some of her limbs. She almost died, okay? And I remember this thing with the animals turning on humans. And I think that's the fascination. That's what I'm thinking, okay? The same thing with pit bulls. You know how sometimes dogs turn on their masters or on little children. I think that's the reason why we like these ape movies. It's the thing about the animals turning on the humans. That's my thinking anyway. All right. But anyway, the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes has a brief prologue that basically is a montage indicating there's a deadly virus that's wiped out, you know, most of mankind. It's descended upon the human society. Okay. So then the titles roll, and then you'll see the filmmaker puts you right in the midst of the ape community. The first thing you see, and like I said, I'm nervous around that, but you see the apes and the face is right there. Really big, right? He just puts it right there in with you. Okay, so you're in there in the midst of the community of the apes. You're in the rainforest, and here you are now with all these apes surrounding you. Okay, that's the way you feel. And that's a good director, right? He did wonderfully. Okay, all right. The environment looks peaceful, looks very organized. It looks very similar to what you might imagine the hunter and gathering period of time would be. You know, when we studied that type of thing in school, the hunters and the gatherers, it appears to be that way. And everybody's helping each other. Little apes are helping each other. Everybody's working together for the good of the community. Nobody has more than the other. You just take what you need and that's it, you know. So it looks like that kind of thing. The film uses sign language and subtitles. And it's this also beautiful musical score that humanizes the apes. So whoever did the music, when you hear the music, you're going to fall in love with it. The score is so beautiful, it makes you forget almost that they're not human. And I think that was the whole point. Okay. So I think also you have a point where the conflict begins is always the jealousy. You know, someone wants to be the leader. And then the leader is Caesar. And Caesar wants to protect his territory, you know, and his title. So that's when he gets brutal. And that's when the animal behavior does emerge. So the apes are living in their community. Since this virus has occurred, of course, the humans live in their community. But now they need something from the apes. They have to go into the ape territory, which they're not really supposed to because, you know, you stay over there and I'll stay over here. That's the kind of situation that was there. That's the kind of truce that they had. But now the humans they need something on the side of the apes. So you need to come there. So they talk with Caesar, can we just come over there? And the reason is not to bring any guns and weapons. But of course, you know, there's always somebody that does. They break the truce. And then, of course, the misunderstandings, one thing leads to another. And then here we go. We got a war now between, you know, the humans and the apes. You know, the animals are turning on the humans. All right, and so there again, we're set up for another sequel because that's the point we are now with this movie, you know. So everyone loves Andy Serkis, but I would love to see him in a role where he doesn't have to wear any makeup. It's just him and some great dialogue, right? Because he's so talented and he looks good without all that makeup. You know, I've seen him on a lot of talk shows, right? He's wonderful looking. All right, so there's a lot of attention to detail. One problem that you used to have when you watch these ape movies was distinguishing one ape from another. But in this movie, they actually have head garments for this woman who's like Caesar's wife. So you know it's the queen or whatever. And then the bad guy has like this bad dental work. You'll see it, you know, when you see the movie. I'm just saying dental work, but you know what I mean. Like they make his mouth not too appealing. So you know it's him, you know. All right, so the editing of this film is perfected, as you can anticipate each battle and each conflict. The cinematography is beautiful as it showcases a lush green rainforest. In contrast, the city has been devastated by disease and the apparent breakdown of a congruent societal order. All right, so the film is very well done. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, 5 being the best, 1 being the worst. It easily comes at a 4, and if you're an animal lover, make it a 4.5. Go see Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I think you'll enjoy it. I did. All right, so the next film that we saw, and you guys will have to tell me what happened to Cameron Diaz's sex tape. The movie came in 4th place when I think they wanted to come in first. You know how that is. People do want to make money when they put out these big budget. Well, I don't know if it was considered a big budget, but most people do want to make money regardless, right? So I don't know what happened to sex tape. I thought it was funny. I saw it.